Hello everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today is my second video, um, and it is also a special day. It is April the 11th, which is Apollo 13th's 50th anniversary. So I thought I'd do a little special Saturn V Apollo 13 recreation, I guess. I would barely call it a recreation, but like, I'll tell you why later. Anyway, so as you can see, that's the Saturn V rocket. It's a giant beast here. Um, Nah, yeah, I just thought I'd take it for a spin today, you know? I mean, I didn't build it, of course. Uh, the developers built this rocket here. Um, and as you can see, we're about to take liftoff now. Anyway, yeah, I didn't build this rocket. I was going to, but like, I didn't have enough time. I just realized it was April the 11th today. So I just wanted to make it a quick, easy video. I wasn't gonna post anything today. I might not post till later tonight, like 9 or so. I don't know. 9 Rocky Mountain Standard Time. No, Mountain Standard Time 9. Yeah, so like uh so today it's a good day. It's April 11th, Apollo 13th 50th anniversary. It's a funny story actually. No, actually not a funny story. It's a really scary story. Apollo 13. Everything was working fine until all of a sudden I tried stirring the oxygen tanks and bazinga. Had to stop the whole mission, you know. Yeah. Anyway, so you can see I start doing my orbit curve here. I have a little bit of almost a lot tip over there, but I saved myself, thankfully. Um, yeah, I tested this a few times before, and like I made a mistake. I curved too far down, and I flipped all over the place. It was not good, not good. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat a lot. Like I just do it a lot. I don't know why it happens. I just have to clear my throat like every 2 seconds. I don't know. All right. Um, so also this video is not perfect. I make quite a bit of mistakes here. So like, don't roast me, please. I mean, there's only like 6 of you that watched my last video last time I checked. I don't know. It's amazing. Like I woke up this morning thinking I'd only have 1 view, maybe 0 views. But like I woke up there was 4, and I just like checked an hour ago to make sure I was correct, and it was 6. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going fast. I already got 6 views and like 2 subs last time I checked. 2 subscribers. All right. You can see me here start uh programming that node there. Lock it in here in a second. Locked it in, and I engage it here soon. Hold on. All right, there we go. It's almost here, and and or I'm sorry, I don't know why it took me so long to do it, but like it took me like 5 years to start it, and I just eventually just pushed the button. I was impatient, you know. I was like, I pushed the button and start going, you know. Got to get some nice shots here too in a little bit. Yeah. Now yesterday or 2 days ago, I posted a video on uh Spaceflight Simulator, and so like I have these 2 games here. I used to have Kerbal Space Program, but due to COVID-19, I can't play anymore. Don't ask me why. It's complicated. And yeah, so like I mean the way I like Kerbal Space Program a lot more than this game. Number one, it's on a computer, so like it's much more easier to control. And second of all, you can actually walk, or I mean, you can. I think you can walk around in this game when you land on the moon. I think, I don't know, but like at the last update, I'm pretty sure you can. But like, I just really like Kerbal Space Program because like there's more different types of pods you can use. Command pods, or the command pod, right? That's what it's called, the command pod. You can use the command pods. There's more command pods in Kerbal Space Program, and there's only one in uh, Simple Rockets 2. And let's see what else. What else? Oh yeah, also you can mine ores and convert that to fuel. There's also more fuel. There's like liquid fuel, uh, oxidizer, monopropellant, xenon gas. I mean, you have all these in this game, but like in the Simple Rockets 2. But in Kerbal Space Program, like it's more detailed. It's like a lot more detailed, and there's a lot more planets in Kerbal Space Program than there are in Simple Rockets 2. Yeah, that's what I like mostly about Kerbal Space Program. Like, I mean, I've only been to the moon in Kerbal Space Program and back many times, but yeah. I mean, I'm planning on getting Kerbal Space Program again. Usually, I just did a time warp there so I could actually see the moon. I was looking for the moon, I couldn't find it, so I didn't know where to burn. So I just time warped, and now so that's like a waxing gibbous, isn't it? From where we're viewing. Yeah. If you're like oblivious to how to play this game, something that helps me to get to the moon is like you want to burn kind of like if you're going with the moon's orbit, your orbit's with the moon's orbit. You want to like point directly. You want your orbit to be. You want your prograde of your orbit to be pointing right, like when the moon is like rising. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you want to start the burn. That's how I always get a nice and gnarly encounter. I make quite a few mistakes in this video. The original Apollo 13, they they didn't circularize their lunar orbit. I did that. Uh, don't roast me, please. There's only like 4 of you that watched my last video. I don't know, last time I checked at least. But like, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot. Okay, like I mean, I make a lot of mistakes in this video on accident, of course, on accident. Cause like I don't. It's just habit for like to circularize in the lunar orbit, like so make sure you stay there. I don't know. Uh, Also, quick fun fact: when they were going to the moon, like they like started doing that like on the trajectory to the moon, they had like a quick 360 spin there. It's like they were constantly spinning. It's called like a barbecue roll or whatever. I don't know what it's exactly what they called it, but like it was in order to keep all the systems at a okay temperature, so like they didn't freeze, in the shadows. No, it's just a quick fun fact. Also, the engines I was using, like when you program the the things, it always burns for like 2 extra seconds. So like so you always, if you have a perfect orbit, it always sets it to a crash course. It sucks. And I always forget to fix it. I mean, I've only played this game for like a week now. I mean, I purchased it like a few years ago. I was really good at it. And then like something happened with like it's like it started glitching out like crazy. Like I couldn't mirror anything. It would always be so off. So I just uninstalled and started just playing a Kerbal Space Program. And like every day almost it's a really fun game, Kerbal Space Program. Uh anyway, I just started playing Kerbal Space Program instead of this game. And then eventually I just uninstalled it. So like and then I just forgot how to use it. I reinstalled it like just a few days ago, thinking that the glitch might have gone away. I can finally mirror things, and it works now. I can actually mirror things and have it be symmetrical now. So you see, we finished that trajectory fix and everything. We have a nice and clean orbit there. Unfortunately, it's not. I mean, I think it's a uh, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. A free return trajectory. Yeah, that's what it's called. I think so. Anyway, so so we're there, and here is when I make another mistake. I set uh an orbit to circularize my lunar orbit. And that was a mistake because Apollo 13 never got to circularize their orbit. So yeah, sorry guys. Right here is what happens. My biggest mistake right there. I don't know. Anyway, so where was I? Yeah. So Kerbal Space Program is a lot better. I would recommend getting that if you have a good enough computer. I had one, but like due to COVID-19, all my family had to return home. My brother was in Brazil, but he had to come home, and yeah, he took his computer. But it was his computer I was playing Kerbal Space Program on. And he bought it before he left to go to Brazil. I mean, I live in the United States, of course. Like that's why I don't have like some weird accent, obviously. But anyway, yeah. So he came home, he took his computer back, and yeah, now I can't play Kerbal Space Program anymore. Sad. I mean, after this whole COVID-19 things like spreads out, like ends and everything. I think I'm gonna buy myself a computer so I don't have to keep using his. And then I'll, of course, make a video on Kerbal Space Program of me actually building a Saturn V rocket. Like, I mean, that might be one of my first videos. I'll probably build like make a space station first, because like that's what you gotta do, you know. That's like the first thing you do in a space game. I mean, that's what I do first in a space game. All right, I circularize my orbit, then it hits me. The Apollo 13 didn't circularize their orbit, and like, yeah, it was not good. So I tried. It takes like 5 years to fix your course in this game. It's so annoying. It takes like 5 years to go from prograde to retrograde, whereas in Kerbal Space Program, the reaction wheels work a lot faster. So yeah. Alright, finally fix it. Now I circularize my orbit just to finish it out, you know. And then circularize my orbit so I can find where I need to go. I was not so wise in this game. Like, I forgot to unminimize my map view, so I just went manual the whole time. But I guess that is kind of relevant to what the Apollo had to do. So yeah, that makes sense. The Apollo 13 had to do. They couldn't turn on their SAS, or else they would lose battery power and not have enough energy to activate their parachutes. So I didn't know where I was. I didn't know that I was orbiting Earth, not the sun at this point. I thought that was a sun orbit, not an Earth orbit. So I just restarted the whole thing. And like, yeah, please don't. Like, I was not thinking straight in this. And then I just eventually just abort that thing because it ran at that. I abort that stage, ditch it because it's out of fuel, and it makes it a little easier to uh, maneuver, you know. And then I do that. I accidentally set my orbit so it's a crash course to the moon. And you know what that means? I have to spend another 5 years fixing my trajectory. Yeah. They at least should have put like some RCS thrusters on here or something. Like that would have helped a lot. Alright. Fix that. Burn for a few minutes, and it's already a circle again. then I eventually find Earth and then burn towards Earth. I still make that mistake, like so when you program a burn, you get that pop out thing, so you can lock it in and automatically do it. I forgot that it was minimized, and that was an option, like you could minimize it. So I thought it was just another glitch, right? Yeah, I already told you this. I try like something really weird here. I go all the way out thinking that would make my orbit a little straighter, but it was just a waste of time. I'm sorry, guys. I fix it, finally realizing what I need to do. And then I realize that it's minimized, and I don't know how to fix it, apparently. I didn't even try fixing it at all. So I just go and do that, alright? And then, yeah. I start a time warp here, there. And then almost right there's when I start doing the burn, right there. Alright. And then now I'm at a pretty good Earth orbit, and a really high Earth orbit. And sorry about that. That was a really glitch right there. And so I then switched to retrograde for a few more years, because it takes so long to switch. I think I just ditched that stage as well, because it was so big. Straight into the service and command module. Alright. Any day now, it'll set to retrograde. And then I just go full speed. Alright. Looking good, looking good. And I eventually get a splashdown orbit. Any second now. Almost there. And we have splashdown. Now, I think I'm gonna time warp to the atmosphere now. And here we are. We're about ready to ditch that service module. And there it goes. And now I think, alright, now I'm just gonna skip to when I activate the parachutes. I'll see you guys then. We're just about to activate those parachutes, and there it goes. Alright, and now I'm gonna skip time again until we splash down. And splash down. Alright, this is the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.